Can everybody identify themselves for purposes of my record?
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. This is Chris Turtzo for the state. Also on from my firm is Will Lemkel. I think we have from the Nachawati Law Group, Brian McMath, Phil Carlson, Matt Bush. From the state of Nevada, Raquel Fulgham, Samantha Feely. And I think that is everybody who's on for our side at this time.
Okay, Mr. Sneed.
Good morning, Your Honor. You have David Sneed from the firm Covington and Burling on for Meta, along with Tammy Peterson, as well as Julie Meyer on behalf of Meta.
Okay. Thank you both for your status reports. I have a question, Mr. Turtzo. Is it possible for us to get a list in tranches of the people you want to depose as you go through the depositions? So like every 30 days, give me a list based on what we reviewed now, Judge. We know we need to do these.
That's a good question. I'd like to think about it and circle back with our group. I think it's something that we can work towards. Right now, the production between the transcripts and the accompanying evidence is pretty voluminous, and so we haven't really gotten too deep into it yet. And there are within there's several witnesses who have been deposed several times. 30 days may be a little a little fast for us to be able to provide that list. But I can circle back with our group and maybe at the 60-day mark, we can provide an update. I think that would be definitely realistic and doable, compared to the list of witnesses that we have versus who's been deposed and what we need.
My only concern is if we wait to start fighting about what you're going to do and what you're not going to do, and after 90 days, you're never going to get done with discovery.
Yeah, I think from the state's perspective, I understand that. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we can push it. We can certainly move as quickly as we can, Your Honor,
All right.
and we can try and shorten it to at least 60. And after we confer with our group today and we figure out how we can divide up the review, perhaps we can provide an update with the firm timetable. I just would like the opportunity to confer with the group before we commit to a 30-day turnaround.
How about you give me an update in 2 weeks when we have our next conference?
Sounds perfect, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed, what do you think about that?
On behalf of Meta, we're open to a further update at the next status conference. We will say that they've had the materials for, I think, approximately 20 days now, and our understanding was that they would be able to turn around what I think was an examination of how many depositions they were interested in and who they were interested in. We assume that they would have an understanding of who they were interested in initially, and this would be an examination of looking at the witnesses' depositions that they were focused on. So we didn't anticipate it would take, 60 more days on top of the 20 days they've had, but we are completely fine with having an update from the state in 2 weeks and see where we stand.
Okay, is there anything else I can do to help you other than nag the state about looking at depots?
No, nothing, Your Honor. Just to note it, I think it took us 5 days just to download the materials from the drive.
I understand it is voluminous. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm just trying to find ways to perhaps do it in tranches so that we can segment the decision making. And if we're going to have a discussion, start having that discussion earlier rather than later.
Understood, and we'll absolutely have the update for the group prior to the next status conference in 2 weeks.
Anything else that you have for Ms. Court Reporter to be involved with?
From my perspective, nothing on behalf of the state.
Anything
From
else,
this
Mr.
perspective,
Sneed?
nothing.
Okay. Bye, Miss Peterson. It was nice seeing you.
Good to see you too, Judge.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.